Alright, so welcome back to the channel. So today we've got the 2024 i5 eDrive40. Kept thinking it was an M60, it is not. This one is in frozen deep gray. It's also a customer ordered vehicle, which means that's how they got that color. So some of the standard frozen paints are restricted to priority one customer sold, which is why you may or may not see them on dealer lots. But let's go over what we have in front of us. So we've got our standard headlights. Again, the daytime running lights, although not on right now. Sort of a weird expression going on there. Not exactly like the X5 and X6, which is my preference. See a coloring light right there. We have the M Sport Professional package, which means a blacked out kidney grille, and standard iconic glow kidney grille. Parking assistance cameras there, which means at least the premium package, or perhaps even the executive package. Then we've got our sensors here built into the grille, which could mean driving assistance pro or active cruise control, which is standard on the i5, I believe. All right, and here's that 3/4 view. This very lovely i5 G60 platform. So over on the side here, style 954i, 21-inch wheels, the most largest wheel you can get on the new 5 Series, which also comes with a reduction in range. The EPA estimate on the eDrive40 is 270 miles. If it's on the M60, you're looking at about 240 miles of full electric range. Zoom out that side profile, which I think looks really good for the new generation of 5 Series. We are a little bit in the dark over here, out of direct sunlight. Of course, the car is not entirely clean yet. And then i5 badging, eDrive40 badging in chrome. High gloss black gurney flap here. Now, taillights I think look pretty good. We got our faux diffuser. There's that 3/4 view. And a little bit more in direct sunlight. Now, in terms of what metallic paint this is based upon, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's dark graphite. Let's make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this very nice i5. So there's LED marks here for the turn signal. Door handles, of course, flush. So, opening up, we have the black and Atlas gray merino leather. So, standard on it is the Vaganza synthetic leather. So, you got upper portion door cards in Atlas gray, lower portion in black. The seats are sort of similar to that idea theme. So, on the sides, you got our. So, on the sides, you have the Atlas gray in the middle, the black merino leather. Now, it's a pretty comfortable seat. And I will note on the eDrive40, so you have to get, I think, the electric seating package in order to get powered crumb catcher and powered head restraint. Otherwise, they are manually operated. You do have, at least on the seat, right away, adjustments for the lumbar support. The controls for the side bolster adjustment are within the seat settings in the iDrive. Alright, so in front of me, your M Sport steering wheel, which looks really nice, flat bottom here. Because this is the eDrive40, it does not have the M stitching. Of course, it does have M badging, and doesn't have the red 12 o'clock stripe. So in front of me, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. Then you got your heads-up display. The rest of the curved display with the quick select stuff over here on the left and the staging area behind, which can be changed to multiple things. I think it's maybe up to 5 different things, but I think the default is the map. Now, the trim here is the dark oak gloss trim with dark silver effects. So it's a lot to take in terms of saying it, but it's an okay looking trim here. I think it goes well with the black and gray leather. Then we got wireless charging tray only on this side here Otherwise, this does not work. It's just a holder for your phone, if you think of it like that. Then we've got USB-C charging ports down here, cup holders. Then we've got our start-stop button, drive selector nub, and iDrive controller, as well as the audio spinning wheel here for volume, all in glass. So that's part of the executive package. All right, so starting price, the i5 eDrive40 is $66,800. Frozen deep gray adds another $3,600. Merino leather adds another $2,450. M Sport package for another $3,000, and there's 21-inch wheels, add another $1,900. M Sport Pro package for another $1,050. The exec package for another $4,250. You see that adds up real quickly here. And Bowers & Wilkins surround sound system, just a basic Bowers & Wilkins sound system for $950. All told, MSRP this particular example just a little bit under $85,000. So obviously it can get really pricey really quickly. There are programs available for the i5s. So it's a $7,500 lease credit, and there's some loyalty behind that as well. So you could potentially get a pretty good deal on an i5. All right, so move the back seat here. Again, no comfort access in the rear door handles. And here's the black and Atlas gray. Then we've got our Sky Lounge roof cover open. So unfortunately, it's not LED based like other Sky Lounges, but basically just a panoramic moonroof, if you will. And then I've shown it before, but this one does not have it, but you could option 4-zone climate control. It is not available in the US market from standard ordering. You have to go through BMW individual. But you've got two USB-C charging ports in the back here, as well as two more located on the back of each of the seats in front of the rear passengers. Then this is not exactly where I sit, just a quick adjustment to move the car, but pretty decent legroom and knee room. And then headroom, not really an issue. But I think it's a really comfortable cabin. If I was getting the electric sedan, I think this would be top of my list. So it's the Goldilocks option between the i4, i5, and i7. It's big enough. It's got plenty of room for your passengers in the rear, which I think is what the i4 suffers from, whereas it's not as large as the i7, nor as expensive. All right, so I move the back here, use our kick to open. And it's a pretty decent cargo area. You can, of course, fold down those rear seats for even more room. And a little bit of extra storage down below, which includes your charging cable and adapter. So you have a NEMA 1450 adapter for level 2 charging at home. Of course, we'll have to have a NEMA 1450 outlet and perhaps wiring installed in your home in order for that to be of the most use for you. Otherwise, you do have, I should say, in addition, you also have 2 years of complimentary charging at Electrify America for DC fast charging, 30-minute sessions, and you can do it multiple times a day, although you really only need it once, really. So fastest charging occurs between 10 and 80%. So about half hour you go from 10% to 80% charge. Of course, with a 205 kilowatt powered charger, that's where you get the most bang for your buck there. But for the most part, DC fast charging should be sufficient in a 30-minute session in most cases. But that's it for a quick tour around another i5 eDrive40. We'll see you at the next video.